Your court television news starting now.
Good evening, everybody. I wasn't going to try that because I'm almost losing my voice from doing that. Good morning, everybody. So good evening, everybody. Welcome to another live breaking news update. And this, yes, it does have to do with the Controlla Court Case. And no, this is not a repeat of the live breaking news that I broke this morning. I can trust me, not dono baiting here, not clickbaiting, none of the above. As a matter of fact, I think you're going to find what we're going to be going over this evening very, very interesting. As a matter of fact, this is not only going to be a live breaking news update, it's going to be pretty much, I'm going to say pretty much going to just be going over what I have, taking a few questions, and that's going to be about it. I want to apologize just up front to everybody, as I wasn't expecting to go live tonight. As a matter of fact, I just got home from a really long day. But this news came to me as soon as I got home. And like I've always said to you all, as long as I get this news, I will always share it with you. If it comes in and it's newsworthy of breaking, I'm going to break that to you guys. So I don't care how I was feeling. I was almost going to just wait till tomorrow morning, but I said that's not fair to the audience. It's not fair to the viewers, especially the donators and supporters of this channel. So here we are. Now, just give me, if you can excuse me just for about a minute, let me just get kind of settled in here. I've got a couple of phones with me here. That way I can read chat, hopefully answer a little bit more questions and engage a little bit better with you guys. Since we are going to be listening to an audio clip, I will tell you right now, I'll break a little bit of the surprise. We've got an audio clip for you to listen this evening, okay? So wait for that. That is upcoming here very shortly. Let me just get settled here. Give me 1 minute, and then we're going to get started with the live breaking news update. All right, so this is still working on that. Let me jump into chat here on my other phone. The reason I have another phone is I'm currently downloading a clip that I want to share with you guys in addition to what we're going to be listening to tonight. As a matter of fact, I think this is going to help. If you haven't already seen the clip, I shared it through my community post earlier, so a lot of you may have already seen it. But for some of you that haven't, I would like to share this clip because they did a great job of editing and essentially explaining a lot better what I could have done at that time, what the PTI program is, and a little bit more about the new charge that was added on the case for Controlla. So that clip is almost getting done. I'm just screen recording it. Then, of course, I do have to upload it. So I'm pretty sure I'll get it up before the end of the evening. But worst case scenario, I'll give you a link to where you can find it and watch it. But I'm hoping we'll just watch it together this evening. So as I'm just getting settled in, I want to welcome everybody to the live breaking news update. You're here with your host, NJCourts. As you can tell, I don't have that hippity hoppity morning energy like I did today. But like I said, I apologize. I had a really long day today. I was not planning on going live this evening. But as I was coming home, I received the news. I received an audio clip, and I'm going to be sharing that with you, as well as the news, obviously. So, yeah, here we are. Like I said, it shouldn't be that long of a stream. Just consider this a live breaking news update. I'll take some questions for the evening, and then we shall call it a night. Like I said earlier today, as a matter of fact, I said the last time you'll see me, or next time you'll see me, is probably be on the road. But, hey, remember, I said always keep those notifications on because you never know. Especially when we're doing this court news coverage, okay? Excuse me, I just need a little chapstick here. All right, got that going on. I think I already got that saved. Let me just get this. Loaded and sent. So while we're just kind of settling in and letting people kind of come in, because it was a late notification. So while we're letting people just join us now, I'm going to get this clip sent over to my StreamYards here so that we can share it together today. All righty. Okay, so let's jump over here. And excuse me, I would have been more prepared, but like I said, I just got home, and as I was getting home, I literally got this news sent to me. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see here. Go back here. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Videos. I'm just going to send it over as it is. I usually like to edit this a little bit better, but I think we'll be okay. Let me send this over. Okay, so all right, that's sent over. Great, got that out of the way. So that way, when we're done, or again, kind of towards the end of this live breaking news update, this clip should be ready to go. That way, if you want to stick around, you can. If you've already seen it, hey, you've already heard the news. Have a great night. So let's get started, shall we? Just take a quick swig of the water, get my throat cleared up here, and we will get going, I promise. All right, here we go. So I want to welcome first off everybody that's joining me this evening. As you saw in the title, this is going to be a part two. This is not going to be doing, I'm going to be talking a little bit of what we discussed this morning, but this is not a repeat of what we went over as far as the live breaking news update from this morning. Okay. Again, we will be discussing a little bit about that, but I have some completely new, different news, not different, but some news to update for you. And we're going to be listening to an audio clip tonight. All right. So here we go. So I want to essentially kind of clarify something. There was just this very simple little clerical error made. Again, this wasn't any big deal. Nothing has changed. So don't think, oh my gosh, nothing has changed. I can promise you that. The simple clerical error was this. Now, if you guys remember this morning, I had told you I had submitted, obviously yesterday was the scheduled for Controlla, the post-indictment conference, okay? She has already gone through her case has already gone through a grand jury. Her case was indicted, and now the next step was going to be a post-indictment conference, all right? That was set for June the 12th. That was yesterday, okay? So I figured it was going to be probably in the morning time. I didn't know exactly. Okay. I think I wrote it on my notes, but I had, I was doing other stuff. So I just wrote the email. I contacted the person that I do with my media, and I let them know. I said, hey, today was a post-indictment conference for this case number. If there's an audio transcript available, could you please share that with me, or any other information that you have regarding the case? Boop. I left that. Okay. Now, I got a response later, and it was pretty much what I disclosed to you guys this morning. Okay. Everything I went over this morning with you guys is essentially what was sent to me in a nice little kind of packet of notes. Okay. Now, here's where the clerical issue was. When that person was looking up the case, they saw just the date. Okay, they just saw the date, and they had assumed that the date had been changed. Okay, that the post-indictment conference had moved to the new date that we had discussed. That is still going to be going on, August 7th. Okay, now here is the clerical error. Very simple. There was actually a post-indictment conference yesterday. Okay, so here's what happened. This next date, which is August 7th, that is not going to be the post-indictment conference. That was the error made. It was assumed because of that date, that I don't know. I'm not going to get into the details with it. This individual is nice enough to assist me with, the media pass and submitting my paperwork to them and all that. So, it's really none of my business what happened. Okay. They were kind enough to explain it to me. Everything, was correct. Like I said, nothing's changed. The only thing that's just changed is the date for August 7th instead of it being the the post-indictment conference, is going to actually now be the initial disposition conference. Remember, okay, we said, now, again, I don't remember. Let me kind of go back here because I'm going to confuse you. So, yesterday actually happened. Yesterday, the post-indictment conference did go through. The case was heard in front of a judge, okay? As a matter of fact, this was an in-person hearing. The audio was later found once this error was, essentially realized, and it was sent to me today. It was sent to me, as a matter of fact, just a few hours ago, okay? Not even, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I would say so. I forget there's the time change thing. But so we're going to be listening to that audio. We're going to be listening tonight to the post-indictment conference that happened yesterday, okay? Now, once we listen to that, then I'm going to explain what happens next, which is what I just told you. It's going to be the initial disposition conference, okay? But there's a lot more to be said now based on what you're going to hear happen in this clip. Now, remember what I explained to you when we were talking about what happens at a post-indictment conference. And as a matter of fact, now that I've already downloaded that clip, let me jump over to my YouTube chat here. I wasn't reading chat yet. I'm sorry. I'm not looked over to chat. So if you have any questions, I've not looked over yet. So let me just kind of jump over to the chat here on my other phone. All right. That way I can start reading any questions and all that on the YouTube chat here. All right. My channel. There we go. There we are. Wow. Almost 200 people this evening. Thank you. I appreciate you guys taking the time to join me on this Tuesday evening. It is still June the 13th of 2023. Live breaking news update, Controlla Court Case, Part 2 from NJCourts. All right, so got my phone here going on. I can see the chat. I want to say welcome to all the new jury members. We actually had Cat Crazy earlier today, was kind enough to donate 5 new memberships to the jury. So welcome to those 5 new members. I know we've had a lot of new members in the past week. So welcome new members to the jury. And just as a quick reminder, you have these emojis that you see spamming that are a little bit different than ones that you can usually do. Those are now available to you because you're a member of the jury. So just FYI. All right, here we go. I promise. Let's go. All right, so what we're going to do next is play the clip, and then I'm going to explain what's going to happen next. Now, remember, I was talking about what happens at the post-indictment conference. Now, post-indictment conference came after the indictment through the grand jury. So essentially the grand jury that there was found enough evidence that was presented by the prosecutor's office or the prosecutor to essentially move this case forward. Okay, so they've indicted the case. Now, at this next, what happened yesterday was going to be when Controlla had to now go in front of this judge because this case now has been officially indicted and plead whether she was going to plead guilty or not guilty. Okay. We've talked about this before as far as what options and what would happen depending if she pled guilty or not guilty. We're going to discuss those after the clip, but most importantly, we're just going to roll right into that audio, okay? And then we'll have a little discussion. I'll explain a little bit more things better, and if there's still a little bit of confusion as to what happened, I can explain that for you. Like I said, it's just a simple little clerical error that happened. Nothing's changed except for the fact that the post-indictment conference did happen yesterday. There wasn't actually plea made. I'm going to let you guys listen to that. And then, August 7th is scheduled for the next hearing, which we thought was going to be the post-indictment conference. The initial error was made that it was assumed that the date had been changed, okay, that it had been essentially postponed. Now, one other thing, everything else is the same. And you're going to hear it in the video. Her public defender did submit for the PTI program, but versus August 7th being the post-indictment conference, it is now going to be the next step, which we said again is going to be the initial disposition conference. All right. And I'll explain a little bit more of what that's going to be. All right. So without further ado, let's roll right into the video. All right. Here we go. And again, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. If there's any donations that come through the video, I am going to wait till after it plays through, and I will definitely shout those donations out. So please don't think I didn't see them or I was being rude. I just like to play through the video before I shout those out. All right, here we go, folks.
All right. You can do you. Okay.
All right. And I think we'll play through it one time, and then I'll go ahead and just play through it again right after in case somebody missed something, and then we'll have a little discussion about it. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I did put this up as high. When I edited this clip, I did put the audio as high as it lets me, okay? So this is, it's pretty good. Audio quality is all right. But if you're a little hard of hearing like me, I would recommend you put your volume up as high as you feel comfortable with. And again, if you miss something, as soon as we're done playing it, we'll play it, replay it again, and then we'll have a little discussion about that, okay? All right, here we go. And actually, you know what? Let's get this officially started. Oops, hold on. Because I almost forgot. And I promise I'm not doing this on purpose. But you know what? I like to have a little tradition here that we started. So, everybody can be seated. Court has now been in session. Here we go.
Okay. Here. We can do you. Okay. The next matter on the calendar is entitled State versus Tabona. Under indictment 2305577, appearances of counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Liz Zaborowski for the state.
And resolution going to be after Mr. Tabona. Present to my left.
And do you acknowledge receipt of discovery in the indictment, waive further reading thereof, and enter a plea on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor, plea not guilty.
And what is the state's offer?
The offer is to plead guilty to count 1, charging second-degree endangering the welfare of a child, to be treated in the third-degree range for sentencing with 3 years of custody in the Department of Corrections, and as well as plead guilty to the motor vehicle summons charging her with using a handheld wireless device while driving with a $200 fine.
Okay. And I see, Ms. Negron, you are going to make application to the PTI program and submit compelling reasons?
That's in, Judge.
That's in already? Oh, okay.
I don't know that I've received those compelling reasons, but I think she sent a letter and a statement showing that the child received Social Security
There
payments.
should have been like, I think I put it as 2 supplements, but I'll double check. I can give you a copy.
There's a
right
letter
now.
with it?
There should have been a letter right before that supplement, and then the second.
Think that if you could resend it.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you a copy now, and I will resend.
You want me to make a copy of it?
No, Judge, I can certainly go over there, Judge.
No, I can do it right here. It's okay. Ma'am, you can have a seat. Right there in that chair right there. What are you doing? You just gonna go walking around? You felt like getting your steps in? Okay, let me see.
It may only be in my computer, Judge.
Let me see. You put it on NJCourts?
I thought so.
Let me see. I'm right here on NJCourts. Just give me a second. I see you sent a letter from Kingsborough, something or other.
Here it goes.
Island of Hope.
I have it, Judge.
I have it too.
Just make a copy.
There's benefits. That's only one piece of paper. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, you can keep that.
She's got the prosecutor has the
That's a letter from
supplements.
you? That's
a
the
letter.
compelling
Yeah,
reasons?
yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna print out all that other extra stuff so you can have that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm printing. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's the same thing. You have the compelling reasons attached to all the submissions, Mrs. Negron?
I do, yeah. I have that.
Let me see.
There should be a counseling, Social Security document.
Yeah, I have all that. So I'm printing that for you now.
Can I ask in this case, maybe we should just talk about the language.
have yours. Here, can you give, this is yours, and can you give that packet to Ms. Zabrowski, please? Thank you. Let me just make sure that that was the last page. No, that wasn't the last page. This is. So we should give this about 6 weeks?
Yeah, Judge, I will, consent to the application, but not to a truncated report.
So then how about we put it on July 24th? That's like,
I'll be out that week. I'll be out from July 21st until July 31st.
so you want to put it on August 4th or the 7th?
That's fine.
Which one? The 4th is the Friday and the 7th is the Monday.
That's fine. August 7th, Monday. Is that
Okay.
9 a.m.?
Yes. I'll put that down. So, ma'am, we're going to give you August 7th at 9. Please sign the form acknowledging that the new date has been given to you.
All right, so that's it right there. Welcome to some of y'all that are just joining us right now. Don't worry, I am going to replay that clip again. I just want to apologize for those kind of brief little moments that you're hearing in the audio. It has to do with just my editor. I messed up when I was editing the sound and left this little feature on that I never leave on or use. It's just some type of feature that's supposed to edit out like any dead sound or something. And I think that's what you're hearing is it just not working. That it's obviously it's not really meant for something like this where there's not a lot of dead space, just maybe a little tad bit. So, but you could clearly hear everything. It just pauses and then continues. It doesn't cut anything out because I did listen to the clip. That's, like I said, I mean, that's not interrupted with that dead space. I have the original one. And obviously I've listened to it several times and you're not missing anything. So I apologize just for that a bit, but let's listen to this again. That way, if you missed anything, keep your ears open. And then we're going to discuss what we've listened to. That way, if you did miss something, I'll go over the most important things that you should have heard or maybe missed throughout this hearing, or excuse me, technically it isn't hearing, but legal terms, it is the post-indictment conference. All right, so let's start this over again. And welcome everybody joining us right now. Welcome to the chat. And welcome to the live breaking news update here for the Controlla case. This is going to be the audio clip or audio from the post-indictment conference, which was yesterday. If you're just joining, if you want to go back, I will explain a little bit about this, what may have happened. But if you're wondering what's going on, because you're like, hold on, I thought there wasn't a post-indictment conference. If you rewind a bit, you'll hear my explanation as to what happened. Nothing's changed, of course, like I've explained. And again, like you've heard in the clip here, everything has been the same. Same thing with you've heard them talking about submitting the paperwork for the PTI program. So we'll talk a little bit about all that and what we've heard, but let's listen to that again. All right. And welcome. I see some of the some people in chat already repping the Zia. I see you. I see you all out there. Welcome, everybody. So here we go.
We can do you.
Oh, and actually, hold on. Let me stop this really quick. We did get a donation while that was going. And let me just say thank you to that individual before we continue really quick. As a matter of fact, I think I should be able to see it right here. Yeah. So, and I'm sorry if I pronounce this incorrectly. So this is from Swagura Musuki. I don't know. Cool name. Put this junkie under the jail. I appreciate the $2 super chat. Thank you so much for your support. So let's move on with that clip.
Okay. The next.
Here we go.
Oh, okay. Here. We can do you. Okay. The next matter on the calendar is entitled State versus Tabona. Under indictment 2305577, appearances of counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Member Lynn Severowski for the state.
And the rules are going to be after Mr. Tabona, present to my left.
And do you acknowledge receipt of discovery in the indictment, waive further reading thereof, and enter a plea on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor, plead not guilty.
And what is the state's offer?
The offer is to plead guilty to count 1, charging second-degree endangering welfare of a child, to be treated in the third-degree range for sentencing with 3 years custody in the Department of Corrections, and as well as plead guilty to the motor vehicle summons charging her with using a handheld wireless device while driving with a $200 fine.
Okay. And I see, Ms. Negron, you are going to make application to the PTI program and submit compelling reasons.
That's in, Judge.
That's in already? Oh,
I don't
okay.
know that I've received those compelling reasons. I think she sent a letter and or a statement showing that the child received Social Security
There
payments.
should have been like, I think it's I put it as 2 supplements, but I'll double check. I can give you.
There's a letter with it?
There should have been a letter right before that supplement, and then
I don't
the second.
think that, if you could just resend it.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you a copy now, and I will resend.
You want me to make a copy of
No,
it?
Judge, I can certainly go over there, Judge.
No, I can do it right here. It's okay. Ma'am, you can have a seat. Right there in that chair right there. What are you doing? You just gonna go walking around? You felt like getting your steps in? Okay, let me see.
It may only be in my computer, Judge.
Let me see. You put it on NJCourts?
I thought so.
Let me see. I'm right here on NJCourts. Just give me a second. I see you sent a letter from Kingsborough, something or other.
Here it goes.
Island of Hope.
I have it, Judge.
I have it too.
Just make a copy for the-
There's benefits. That's only one piece of paper. Hold on. Yeah, you can keep that.
She's got the, prosecutor has the
That's a letter from you?
supplements.
That's the
a
compelling
letter, yeah,
reasons?
yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna print out all that other extra stuff so you can have that. Yeah, I'm printing. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's the same thing. You have the compelling reasons attached to all the submissions, Mrs. Negron?
I do, yeah, I have that.
Let me see.
There should be a counseling, social security document.
Yeah, I have all that. So I'm printing that for you now.
Can I ask in this case, maybe we should just talk off the record? I wasn't sure what this was.
I think that's the same thing. Yeah, I have that. Yeah, I have that. I have yours. Here, can you give, this is yours, and can you give that packet to Ms. Zabrowski, please? Thank you. Let me just make sure that that was the last page. No, that wasn't the last page. This is. So we should give this about 6 weeks.
Yeah, Judge, I will, consent to the application, but not to a truncated report.
So then how about we put it on July 24th? That's like,
I'll be out that week. I'll be out from July 21st until July 31st.
so you want to put it on August 4th or the 7th?
That's fine.
Which one? The 4th is the Friday and the 7th is the Monday.
I'll do 7th and you do the
That's fine. August 7th, Monday. Is that
Okay.
9 a.m.?
Yes. I'll put that down. So, ma'am, we're going to give you August 7th at 9. Please sign the form acknowledging that the new date has been given to you.
All right, that's it. So let me get back up here. Let me remove this. All right. So again, thank you. Welcome everybody that was just joining us a little bit. Maybe you caught, hopefully you caught that second time that we replayed the clip. As always, the rewind button is on, and this is going to stay on as a VOD. So welcome, replay crew. Hashtag replay gang. So anyways, let's discuss what we heard, right? So if you had a little bit of trouble understanding it, no worries. So what you heard essentially was a post-indictment conference. Again, I explained this a little bit prior to this when we were covering the Controlla Court coverage, when we explained what would happen if, you know, this case was to go forth or be indicted in the grand jury, which it was. The next step would be a post-indictment conference. That would be where Controlla would go in front of the judge and plead either guilty or not guilty to the charges that are being charged against her. Now, if you guys listened, Controlla, or excuse me, her public defender who spoke on behalf of her, pled not guilty. So remember, we discussed, well, what happens if she was to plead not guilty? All right. Now, one thing before we continue forward, the other thing you heard was the prosecutor discussing essentially or repeating what their plea deal or offer would be if Controlla is to still take the plea deal. Remember, she still has that option up to even the jury trial, okay? Whoa, sorry, I think I just missed a dono that just flew up. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. This is a $2 super chat, and this is from Swagura Mutsuki again. Thank you. And it says, Big Trolla needs to be charged for murder too. Well, I'm not aware of anything about that, so... but much appreciated for your support. Thank you. Now, let's move forward. So let's see here. Oh, we're talking about what the prosecutor was still offering on the table. So if you had a little bit hard time hearing, let me tell you exactly what that plea deal is. If she is to take the plea deal stands as the following. She is to plead guilty to count one, the first count, which is second-degree child endangerment. Now, she's going to be sentenced, though, if she does the plea deal, based on the sentencing for a third-degree child endangerment charge. For some of you that may be confused how that number system works, the closer you get to the number 1, that's the more severe of the charges. So if you got 1, 2, and 3, say, for example, let's say child endangerment 1. That would be the most severe version of that charge. Child endangerment 2 would be right under that. Child endangerment 3. So originally, if I'm not mistaken, she was originally charged with child endangerment 3. When this went through the, it seems this is when it happened, when it went through the grand jury, that's when this got bumped up to a second-degree endangerment charge. Now, what the prosecutor did say is if she does take that plea deal, instead of sentencing her on the second degree, they would sentence her based on a third-degree child endangerment charge. And that would be and what we've heard before, when they said that kind of term, 3 flat, that means a 3-year jail/prison sentence. Okay. Now, in addition to that, she also needs to plead guilty to the motor vehicle summons, which I believe, and again, when we get more in depth to this case, when we're going to do, obviously, I'm going to do like a more in depth coverage. Probably going to be a night where we're just going to start from the beginning to the last case. Every type of video I got, audio, and just do a complete coverage. So when we get to that, we're going to be talking a lot more about everything, but. Some of the motor vehicle summons were like, for example, the use of a handheld or cellular device while driving, operating a motor vehicle. That's what they're pertaining to. So she would have to plead guilty to any of those pretty much traffic citations that she was given that had to do with the, like I said, I know one was for sure the illegal use of a cellular device while during the operation of a vehicle, something like that. All right. So, so that is the plea deal. It still stands. Controlla has, in her past live streams, kind of made it clear to the audience or her viewers that she was going to take this all the way to the jury. She was going to plead not guilty, which she did, and she was going to take this all the way to jury trial. She said personally that she felt she had not done anything wrong and that she was not guilty. By all means, she has that right. So that's where that stands. Now, everything's still the same, okay? As you heard, and maybe again, it was a little bit hard to hear. I'm sorry, I dropped my pen. And I like to fidget with it, so I do need it. It's like my little clicker here. All right. So what you heard from her public defender was still about submitting the PTI. Now, if you listen closely, there was kind of a little, what's the word I'm trying to, let's just go with like a little hiccup, I guess. You could say something was going on with that paperwork between the public defender and the prosecutor. If I wasn't mistaken, it sounds like they had just received, it looks like they were needing like 2 types of paperwork from them, and they had just received 1. So that's why you heard him say, like, kind of, she used a certain type of court verbiage, but it was essentially saying that, hey, I've only received 1. I've not received everything. So, please keep that in mind. I need to have everything as far as, what you're submitting with the paperwork referring to the PTI. Now, for some of you that may not have joined me this morning, I totally recommend that you watch the live breaking news update that I did this morning. That'll give you a better idea of what's going on as far as like when we were discussing PTI, which just means pre-trial, I'm sorry, I had my notes here and I'm almost there. I had it. Sorry, it's just been a long day. Let me go back here. Pre-trial intervention diversion program. We're actually going to be playing a clip. This comes from, I believe it's More Crazy. I'll get the exact name. So I don't want to butcher the name, but I'm definitely going to put a shout out and I'll attach a link to this Clipper channel. They did an awesome job. As a matter of fact, thank you for, I saw why. Appreciate that funny clip. I did a good job with that. And then this next clip channel did a really good job as far as editing and adding some information, which tells you exactly about the PTI program, what requirements essentially, or, what they allow, what they don't allow to pretty much be an applicant or apply and be, essentially approved to be part of this program. It tells you a little bit more about what the program's about. I called it like, really light probation. I'd still agree with that term. It is essentially a probation. If some of you just like, what is that still? It's probation. But when you see exactly what's included in this probation, it's not that light, okay? But I'll tell you this. Obviously, for her lawyer to be submitting for this, it means that it's going to be a lot better than either taking the plea deal, which is going to include now 3 years, okay, of jail. That's unless something changes. Or she takes this all the way through to the jury. Now, remember, if she's now taking this all the way to the jury, so let's say, for example, she doesn't get approved for this PTI program, all right? And she decides not to take the plea deal, all right? she's going to want to go to the jury trial. This is now the kind of the caveat, as they say. You didn't take the plea deal. You didn't get into the PTI program. So what's going to happen now is if she's found guilty, she's going to be now found guilty of and sentenced on not one count, but 2 counts. Okay. The original count still stands. That's the second-degree child endangerment charge. And then, and again, I don't know if they'd sentence her. I guess at that point they would sentence her based on the second degree. So I guess we'd have to find out. If we know the third-degree sentence would be 3 years, I wonder what second degree would be. Because essentially, if she's not taking the plea deal, and if I'm understanding this right, and she's found guilty, then she would be found guilty of second-degree child endangerment. And since it's not part of the plea deal, I would imagine then they technically could sentence her on the second-degree child endangerment, not the third degree, like they were saying they would do on the plea deal. Now, there was, for some of you that missed this morning, one of the breaking news bits that we had was there was an additional charge that was added to this case, okay? That additional charge was for hindering, all right? As a matter of fact, that is, what did we say? I think a third-degree hindering charge. And yeah, third-degree hindering. So that was added, okay? In addition, so now there's 2 counts, okay? In addition to the child endangerment charge, all right? So if she does take this all the way through and she's found guilty, they're going to not only sentence her to the second-degree child endangerment, but they're also going to sentence her to the third-degree hindering charge. And when we watch this clip, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they have pretty much from the New Jersey kind of sentencing laws, they have pretty much what type of sentencing she would get for each one of those charges. And it does not look good. I mean, I will tell you this case is as serious as she may not make it look, you know, just by her live streams and continuing to drive, continuing to allegedly drive under the influence continuing to live stream, except she thinks she's being sneaky by using a black screen. And I've seen a few times back before, this was even after she got in trouble. She got the case brought. Just after that, she was still showing herself driving. Then she kind of got a little smart. Like I said, it's not being smart. She just decided, I just will put the black screen so people can't see me when I'm driving, you know. So anyways, let me see how that clip's doing. I'll let you guys kind of take a little break to absorb all this. Let you guys kind of talk with each other and chat. And then once I play this clip and get this done, we'll have a little discussion, all right? Absolutely, about all this. If you have any other questions, I'll be more than happy to answer that for you. All right. So, and this is a really good clip. So like I said, if you already seen it, hey, but if you haven't, stick around for this one. Let's get this up here now. I just got to open up my Google Photos really quick. And when I do this, I'm not sure sometimes if it seems like I'm muted or it buffers, it's just because I'm off this program doing a little stuff in the background. So don't worry. I'll be right back. I'm just going to check to see that this clip got loaded up. All right. I don't think it does it, but sometimes it may. All right, so it does look like it's still waiting to upload, so I'm going to wait for that to upload still. Like I said, sometimes it's hit or miss. You know, it'll do it really quick. It is a long clip, so it is going to take a bit. Worst case, I'm still going to throw the link out for you guys. So let me work on that because I definitely want to give a shout out to this clip channel. And actually, I'm going to put 2 links for you. I'll put the link to Y's clip, and then we're going to put the link to, I think it's, and let me just not say I think. Let's get this correct, right? So give me just 1 second here. I'm pretty sure I had it on the tip of my tongue and I was correct. Yep, More Crazy Clips is the name of the channel. And let me start with them really quick. So I'll post you their link here. And worst case, like I said, if we can't get this clip up, then we'll definitely, please check it out through their link. I wonder if I can just, no, this will just be easier to give you the link to their channel. All right, that should be the link for More Crazy Clips. That's the clip I'm waiting to upload right now. And that's the one that I shared on my community post. So worst case, if you can't find the clip, which should be probably one of the most recent clips they put up on their channel, you can go through my community tab and I have a link to that exact clip. But I have a feeling, and we'll worst case, while we're waiting, I'll be more happy to answer some questions. So let's see here. So, okay. And then Y did a really good fun. This is more of like a funny version of my live breaking news update this morning. I had a little laugh and gaff. And like I said, they did a really good job with that editing. Let's jump over to Y's clip and I'll give you their link. Oops. Yeah, there you go. Let's get that one there. Hey, SoCal, thank you so much. SoCal with the $10 super chat, and that reads, Happy Tuesday, everyone. You know what? Hold on, SoCal. I have something for you, and this is for, let's see here. I don't want to butcher your name again. For Swagura. I almost forgot. Guess what I didn't forget today? The good old gavel. As a matter of fact, you saw it earlier when we started court. But here we go, or the live stream. We're just kidding with the court session, but here we go. So this goes out for all you guys. Thank you so much for that donation. SoCal, thank you so much for, again, Swagura. This is for you guys. All right. So let's get Y's link posted up. All right, there you go. And another funny clip there. So, all right. So let's just check here again. Just see if this is loaded up. No, it's still waiting. I figured it was going to take a bit. Like I said, I think it's about an 8-minute clip. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's about 8 minutes, 7 minutes and 44 seconds. All right. So while we're waiting for that to load up, let me jump back to chat here. That way we can take some questions. When I actually just got, thank you for who sent this to me. And again, you'll see a lot of this information repeated that I'm going to tell you in the clip. This is the one from Crazy Clips. But I'll tell you what exactly the sentencing is for these charges that Controlla is facing. Again, remember, this is if she's found guilty. All right. Now, first off, the child endangerment is pretty serious. There is going to be a good possibility that it's going to have some strict rules to follow with the Division of Child Protection and Permanency. Okay. And you could probably figure out why. Also, second degree endangering the welfare of child. Remember, if she's found guilty, this isn't if she takes the plea deal, because if she takes the plea deal, they're willing to sentence her based on a third degree of child endangerment. If she goes all the way through the jury trial and they found her guilty, she can be very well sentenced on second degree child endangerment, which is what they're charging her with. if she is found guilty of that, in New Jersey, second-degree child endanger, or let's go like this. Second-degree endangering the welfare of a child is punishable by a period of between 5 to 10 years in New Jersey State Prison, with a presumption of incarceration even for first-time offenders. So that's even for a first-time offender. And I think I just missed a donation. Don't worry, let me jump up here if that was the case. And I just did, and I apologize. Cat Crazy, thank you so much. Cat Crazy with the $5 super chat, and that reads, can she get probation for the 3 years? Isn't she already a felon? Well, good question. So let me answer the second part of that first. Yes, she is already a felon. She has she has a felony record, let's just put it that way, out of the state of New York, okay? Your first question was, can she get probation for the 3 years? I do not know. And I'm assuming you're saying in lieu of the 3-year sentence. Like, so if, for example, if she takes the plea deal and they sentence her for the 3rd-degree child endangerment, 3 years flat, you're asking in lieu of that if they could give her 3 years probation? I'm not sure. I didn't hear that from the public defender or the judge. I personally would assume no. If you remember, well, hold on. Actually, let me take that back. It is still no, because if they may have not gotten over it here, and I would have to verify, maybe the plea deal changed a bit, but the first time they offered this, I do remember them saying something about some type of like probation type of thing. They had a different name for it, okay? And I apologize, I don't have that on the top of my head. I'd have to go back and read my notes or watch that clip over again. But essentially, where was I going with this? Hold on, sorry, I just got confused. This was in addition though to the sentence, okay? So it would be like, hey, you have this sentence. Oh, wait. No. I don't think they actually, I think something changed. Give me a second. Were they offering jail time the first time? Was the child in danger? Yeah, no, because they were, what's changed is originally, that's where I got a little confused. Originally, she was being charged with 3rd-degree child endangerment. That got upgraded when it went through the grand jury to 2nd-degree child endangerment, okay? So, Cat Crazy, if she takes the plea deal, okay, she would be sentenced on the 3rd-degree child endangerment, which we already said would be a 3-year sentence. And there was some additional like probationary things. Like I said, I have to go back, so I don't want to misinform you, but I have a feeling it would be in addition to the 3-year sentence. I don't think in lieu of, if that answers your question. All right, let's see here. Oh, holy moly, I missed I was answering that. I missed a few other donations. And I was just about to get the gavel for Cat Crazy. But SoCal, thank you so much. And let me jump to my phone here because I want to see your super sticker. Oh, I like that one, SoCal. Yup, go reach. SoCal, thank you so much for that $20 super sticker. And then Jilly right after with the $5 super sticker. Oh, Jilly, I see that one. I like it. Thank you so much. I like your hot air balloon avatar. Jilly04 with the super sticker. SoCal with the super sticker. Cat Crazy with the super sticker. SoCal before with that with a super sticker. And then, of course, we have Swaguda with the super stickers. This goes out to you guys. Thank you so much. I still need my notes, so excuse me. Hey, shout out to Universal Paper, man. Some tough paper here. All right. No, wait. Hold on. Hold on. You guys, I think actually this notepad is going to be put to the durability test today. Hold on. I don't know. I don't have my glasses, so let me just double check. I don't know if I'm seeing. Nope, that's a different name. Yep. Oh, no. And hold on. I need to see which super sticker you just gave. Oh, my gosh. Hold on. Oh, no. I'm going. Oh no, with the $20 super sticker. I like it, oh no. I see it right there. Thank you so much, oh no, for that $20 super sticker. Hold on, one more. This goes out for you, oh no. Thank you so much for your support. All right. And this shout out to whoever made this gavel. It is very, very durable. I guess they got to make them durable, you know? In case one of those prisoners starts acting up and that judge wants to, you know, I'm just playing. All right. Let me jump back to my chat. Thank you guys so much. I know I get all crazy and loud, but you know what? I appreciate your guys' support. That's real. That's genuine because, like I've said it before, all donations 100% go into this channel. That's what provides this court coverage. That's what provides the court coverage trips. Your donations this whole week is going to be helping us, me and Stick, do our road trip, okay? We're going to be doing this for you guys, for all your support. So in addition to meeting up with the June 20th, or not meeting up, meeting in Tulsa on June 20th for the Ski Mask Andy court coverage. For some of you that may not have heard, I will be joined by my co-host, my road dog, Stick_Pal, which I'm sure most of you have met Stick, okay? If not, please, I recommend you subscribe to his channel. Does awesome IRL. The stand-up guy, and I'm looking very forward to providing an awesome IRL adventure with Stick for you guys. So that's starting this week, folks, starting in a few days. All right, so look out for that. So again, this is where all this support goes to, so I much appreciate it. All right, let me jump back and chat here. Woo! Man, you guys gave me a sweat workout there. Let me just get some water. Oh, I know, Skiwi, you're probably sitting there going, oh, look at, he's sweating. Oh, he must be so tired. He's so overweight. No, dude, it's the Southwest. It's hot, all right? Jeez Louise. And you know what? Maybe I am a little overworked, okay? I'm glad I'm not doing push-ups for donations today because I would be done. You got to be kidding me. SoCal with the $10, another $10 super chat. And it reads, for you taking me out of my gambling, my 5K back into the casino. Cashed out probably second time. Ha, ha, ha. SoCal, you are so very welcome. And thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Woo. Here we go. Thank you. Oh my God. You guys got to be kidding me. Hold on. We just got I believe, a Cash App. Whoa. This is a $50 Cash App. Tammy. $50 Cash App from Tammy. Tammy. Holy moly. Oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 10, because we'd be here for a minute, me slamming this 50 times. Thank you so much for that $50 Cash App donation. Thank you so much, Tammy, for that. Let me give you a little reply here back. Thank you. That's very much appreciated. You don't understand. That is going to be so helpful with this court coverage trip. Much appreciated. Thank you, guys. You guys rock. I guess that's what they call a dono train, right? I don't think I've had one before. That might be my first one ever. So thank you, guys. That's the first, might be the second one. I know we had a little, I wouldn't consider it a dono train. I think that was like an argument between the sticks, but they were donating between that argument. So that was very much appreciated. But I think this is the official NJCourts first ever dono train. And thank you guys so much for that. You guys are awesome. Wait a minute. I thought this was an Instagram because I was already on the Cash App. The dono train continues. Freedom Believer. Thank you so much. Freedom Believer with a $25 Cash App donation, and it reads, to help with the expenses. Freedom Believer, thank you so much, and that is definitely going to help with the expenses. Thank you, my friend, and thank you for all your support. Thank you, Freedom Believer. $25 Cash App, much appreciated. Now, well, you know, I don't think this is going to happen again, but if it ever did, maybe I'll get a little conductor whistle to like, just kidding. We're just having fun. Thank you guys so much. This is awesome. Like I said, this is so much appreciated because we're putting on an awesome IRL adventure for you guys. I'll tell you that. This is no joke, all right? This is going to be action-packed, all right? Especially if you guys like to travel, you guys like to see cool destinations, just fun IRL. If you guys enjoy hanging out with me, hanging out with Stick, especially the other day when we had our live chat stream open panel, whatever you want to call it, which I know he had a great time. I had a blast with all you guys. So if you guys have fun, you guys are going to have a blast following us on this little IRL adventure / June 20th Ski Mask Andy court coverage. All right, so let me just say thank you to Freedom Believer again. Thank you so much. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I already say what? Hold on. Let me just make sure this is just not a different donation. This is the same person, but wait, it is Tammy. Oh my gosh, Tammy with another $50 donation. Tammy, thank you so much. $50 Cash App from Tammy. You know what? I'm going to have to get like a mega gavel now. I'll get like a blow-up one. I don't think they make one out of wood. I don't think I'd be able to lift that, but like, you know, a 5-foot blow-up gavel. Pop, pop, pop. But Tammy, until that mega gavel comes in, probably doesn't exist. But if it does, I'll look for one. Thank you so much for that $50 Cash App, Tammy. Thank you. Woo! Man, you guys are awesome, man. Holy moly, this is insane. All right, so I said thank you. Woo! Let me just jump here. I may have missed something else here, so I apologize. Don't worry, I'm going to get to everybody. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated if I missed somebody here. Oh, I did. Let me jump back to my chat here, and I apologize. I just was not on the YouTube chat. Yep, and I apologize. Holy crap. Oh my God, hold on here. This is insane. All right, so let me start from the first one I missed. Brandy78 just gifted 5 memberships. Brandy, I want to say thank you so much for gifting those 5 memberships. And also, most importantly, I want to welcome 5 new members of the jury tonight. So for you 5 members and all new members of the jury tonight, thank everybody that's gifted memberships. Brandy78. I was going to say, oh my God, I hope it was an 87 and I said it wrong. Thank you, Brandy78. I don't even know where I threw my gavel. Hold on. There it is. Thank you for those 5 gifted memberships. And welcome 5 new members of the jury. And as always, enjoy these emojis tonight. Spam them out for me, please. Gavels everywhere, baby. Holy moly. And I'm just jumping over here. Don't worry. I see him. Fortune cookie. Hold on. Let me jump to the super stickers. So I need to see how they look. Fortune cookie with a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much, Fortune cookie, for your support. I'm jumping up here. Oh, don't worry, Stick. I see you. Oh, I see it. Keep it up. Look at them guns. That's for you, Fortune cookie. I'm definitely keeping it up. Ooh. Little mini guns. They used to be big guns, but they shrunk a bit. Thank you so much, Fortune cookie. And then we have Stick. Put up panel like quick. All right, Stick. I'm sorry. I'm going. Let me put you. I don't know if this was for you, but here is the link. I'm posting it right now, Stick. There you go. And while I guess I'm waiting to see who wanted to come on panel, I think SoCal with another super chat. $20 super chat that reads, Chumba Casino rocks. SoCal. Brandy. Fortune Cookie. Stick. Thank you guys so much. And you know what? Let's take an intermission because I am getting a little crazy. And I apologize for my viewers that got earphones on. Please, I have to get excited. This is insane. Thank you guys. Stick. Sorry. And I want to introduce to you guys my co-host, my road dog that I've been talking about. Stick_panel. But he goes by Stick in the house. What's up, Stick?
So tonight we've been Stick_pal and Stick_panel. I love it. I love
What
it.
is it? Am I wrong?
Stick_solid, baby.
Dude, not even close. My God. I'm sorry, Stick. And I hope, as moderators, if you can just spam his link to his channel, because I totally effed that up. Stick, thank you for correcting me, my friend.
Okay, take your break for a second, NJ. You've done an amazing job covering
Thank
this
you. I
tonight.
need one,
I'll
Stick.
take over for about 2
All right,
minutes.
hold on. Put your hand up. Tag team. Hold on. Wait, shit. All right, you know
Yeah,
what we're
I
trying to
did it.
do.
I did it. The hand was up. You got the hand.
That,
You
that
got
was
the
a
stick in there.
little, like, do like a, hold on, fist pump. That I don't like that. Let's do, hold on. It got to go this way. All right, ready? 1, 2, go. Ready? Go. There you go. That works.
We
You're
got
in.
it. All right, listen. Take your break. Take a couple of sips of water. You did an excellent job tonight. Thank you very much for letting me on. I have something important to say. Has nothing to do with IRL. Has nothing to do with control or anything else. I got a phone call, and thank you again. Thank you very much for letting me use your platform to say this. I just got a phone call from the Vancouver area. I have a fucking boat mooring pin sitting in the Seashell Inlet on the Sunshine Coast. And my people from the coast just called me and told me that somebody, because my boat is now back in my hometown, you guys saw it on the island trip, somebody has commandeered my mooring pin. I put a lot of work into that motherfucker. I dropped the chain. I made the mooring. I bought the ball. That, you know what I mean? Legally, that's my mooring pin. And apparently a crackhead has decided to commandeer it.
Dick,
So
what
I
is
want
a morning pin? And I've owned a boat, so I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Excuse my language.
no problem. So a mooring pin is basically when you go into a bay like Porpoise Bay or any bay that holds boats. You see those boats sitting out.
Oh, you're
in
talking
the,
about the little stake that you just moor into the. Well, you must have had a high speed stake then, right? I mean,
it's like a floating buoy that's attached
Okay.
to a very large chain
I
that's
got
attached to a very large weight that drops down to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, see, I'm used
Right.
to lakes, so that explains why that's a lot more detail. I got you. That's why I didn't understand it, but I got you. Thank you for explaining that to me.
So after your excellent coverage, and again, thank you so much for letting me come on real quickly. This is 100% Stick news. Has nothing to do with Controlla or IRL or anything. But I just wanted to let you guys know, because NJCourts has way more followers than I do. In 2 weeks, after I go to Oklahoma and New Mexico and Texas on my vacation, once I return, you guys and Chat and I are going to the Sunshine Coast, and we're going to go and find out who the fuck decided to commandeer my mooring pin. And we're going to cut the pin dry. We're going to cut the pin, let the chain drop to the bottom of the ocean. I don't care whose boat is on it. It's my fucking mooring pin. We're going to go and cut the chain. We're going to retrieve the fucking buoy, which are like $500 each, by the way. And we're going to let that motherfucker's boat drift into the shore and crash and sink, whatever it's going to be. That's going to be in 2 weeks. That's going to be after the NJCourts ski mask coverage, whatever. So thanks again. That's what I wanted to say. Whoever's on Stick's fucking mooring pin in the Sunshine Coast in the Porpoise Bay Inlet, you're fucked, buddy. Love you to death. I hope your boat survives, but that's my pin. We're cutting the chain, we're letting it drop to the ocean, and we're taking the mooring pin, and you got to deal with your boat after that, buddy. Hope everybody has a great night.
Dude, you scared the crap out of me. I thought you were literally going to come on to bail out of this trip, dude.
No. Hey, listen, I'll give you another little fucking
you
stick.
had me. I literally was like, this is sounding like, is this where I think it's going?
Yo, I'm not a rich individual, man. I'm a medium individual. I've already paid for the ticket. It's happening no matter what. Even if I'm sitting alone in Oklahoma, it's happening no matter what.
Hey, I'm sure you can hitchhike to Tulsa. It's not too far from there.
Just over my fucking Chad shoulder here, I'm going to give you a very, very, very quick expose of the steampunk cyberpunk bathroom we're working on.
Let me get you full screen there for this expose, my friend.
Thank you. That's way easier to see. This bathroom, if you've been following my channel, this bathroom has been a pain in my ass for a very long time. It's almost done. We got the shower in today. We're almost done. Anyways, NJ, excellent show. Thanks for having me on. Love you guys. Love chat. Stick fucking rules.
Stick. Oh, you little, you know what, butthead. You know what I was going to ask you to do, and I know he hates it because he thinks he gets embarrassed. I'm going to get you the next time. You owe me a stick out. Get you. Hey, I see more crazy clips in the chat. What's up, more crazy clips? We're just talking about you. I'm hoping, let's see, actually, you just reminded me. I'm hoping to feature your clip that you did earlier. And, oh my gosh, come on. You kidding me? Hold on. I've fixed this before. I know something's going on. What did I do last time here? Sharing, let's go here. No! Well, the clip's not up, folks. And honestly, I don't know how long more it's going to take, So let's talk a little bit more before we call it a night. I'll check it. But like I said, worst case scenario, I already put the link in chat. If you forgot it or you didn't click on it, no worries. Just go through my community post. I think it's not the first one because that one was to remind everybody about this live breaking news update. I think it's the one right before that is going to be the link to more crazy clip that they did. So please, if we don't get to premiere that tonight, please check that out because they did a hell of a job posting these little informations, little tidbits throughout the video that tells you everything about that PTI program. Reiterate some of the information we talked about as far as what Controlla is looking at if she, sentencing wise for the different charges she now has. Remember, she got a second one added, okay? She originally was wealth endangerment of a child, which now she's facing a second-degree charge for that. And then now we've added a third-degree hindering charge. Now, that's something I didn't explain. And then actually the reason I didn't was I was hoping we were going to see the, better definition of it when you can see visually when we were playing the clip. But while we're waiting, let me explain what hindering is a little bit to you. Let me just jump back to chat here. Man, that was crazy. And hold on. And I'm sorry if I missed any other donations, I will definitely shout you out. Just give me 1 minute to just kind of find my place here. That was crazy. Dono train has come to a complete stop. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much for that support. That was freaking awesome. Holy moly. All right, so let me just jump back to chat here. Hey, and I don't mind another dono train, okay? We're throwing coal, okay? We're taking a little break, but we're loading up some more coal into the steam engine, however they do it, all right? So dono train definitely will take off if you guys want to start it up again. I'm just saying. Remember, I said I was going to be e-bagging, so you can't hold it against me. I said we got a major road trip coming up. I'm going to be e-bagging because I got my boy Stick coming all the way from Canada. Now, remember, you guys already helped me with the fundraising for 2 court coverages. So we're using the money from that to get to the ski mask hearing. That's covering me. But I wasn't bringing a friend with me. Stick's coming along for the court coverage just as a friend, just to hang out. He's not there as a reporter or anything. That's my thing. Stick's just coming. What Stick's coming down for is we're going to be doing it, in addition to that, a collaboration IRL stream. So that's where all this support that you guys been helping us out with is going to, okay? This is not asking to fundraise more for me personally so I can get over to the ski mask and court coverage. Nope. No worries about that. This is just as many expenses I can help Stick out being a good host. I would like to. So thank you guys so much for your support. And remember, Stick, Stick actually had, I believe, Oh no, gave Stick a $75 cash app. So don't worry, I haven't spent that, Stick. It's yours. When I see you, I will be hounding you a nice $75 crispy. Well, they don't make a $75 bill, but 320s and a 5. Plus anything else, like I said. I'm going to take care of my boy Stick, all right? Okay, because I appreciate you making the trip down, because honestly, I like to collaborate, and I haven't had a collab. I haven't done one, and I've always wanted to do one now that I've started doing the IRL stuff, and it's going to be a blast. I'll tell you, I know Stick's a fun person, great stand-up guy, and we are going to do some fun stuff. And like I said, you guys are going to have a hell of a time watching some fun, awesome IRL. All right. So, oh shit, I did miss one. SoCal, and thank you, SoCal, for taking it easy on me. So, SoCal with a $5 super chat. So, SoCal, I'm going to do this. In lieu of a bunch of these, I'm going to do what you're asking. Air hug for SoCal. There you go. That's going back, SoCal. That's an original ski mask. I don't think it's trademarked yet. I hope not. But that's an OG ski mask air hug. There you go. Hold on. Let me even do the, love you, SoCal. Thank you, angels. Oh, get out of here. Thank you so much, SoCal, for that $5 super chat. And I hope you enjoy that air hug. Air hug backs, okay? All right, so I got chat back on here. Okay, we were talking about hindering. Sorry, I do sometimes get off track, okay? Apologize. But you guys just got me off track again. Holy moly. We just got, now I'm saying we, because I'm going to read this message here in a bit, but we just got a $50 cash app, and this cash app comes from Janelle. Thank you so much, Janelle, for that $50 cash app, and it reads, for Stick and NJ need street tacos and beers. Thank you so much for that donation. $50 cash app. That's going for me and you, Stick. So there you go, Stick. $25 to you. Have it. So now I owe you a Hunsky. Crisp $100 bill. Minus taxes, fees, and all. You know what? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much. Well, are we? I guess, you know what? Hold on. I think we're restarting the train a bit. I mean, that's definitely a chugga, 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 chugga. I'm just kidding. Oh, I know who's having a fit. As a matter of fact, let's talk about hindering, and then we'll have a little fun, okay, shall we? But hindering, for some of you that may not know what the exact legal definition of hindering is, I'll give you a little idea. Oh, and almost forgot to say thank you so much for that $50 cash app. Thank you again, Janelle, so much for that. And on behalf of Stick, thank you. All right. Let me just make sure. Okay, I got those right there. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, let me say thank you to some of these other folks here. Whew. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. And again, we're chugging. I ain't stopping. Oh, man. Here we go. Let me just say thank you to everybody here. Okay. Whew. All right, let me just go here. Holy moly. This is That was insane. I literally feel like I just did like a 1 hour workout at the gym, man. So you know what? I like these dono trains. You know what? Ski's always making fun of my weight. Help NJ lose weight. Dono train all day. Help NJ lose weight. Dono train all day. Help NJ lose weight. Dono train all day. I'm just kidding with you guys, but I'm not lying. I am wore out. And I'm sure Ski Mask's going to be poking. Oh, look at us. Yeah, well, you know what? Whatever. I'm having a great time. And I'm having a, you know what? Like I said, I really am getting a workout. So thank you guys. All right. So let me just say one last thank you here, and then we're going to go over the definition of hindering. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. All right. Hindering is suppressing information and evidence. The purpose to hinder detention, apprehension, investigation, prosecution, conviction, or punishment for a crime of the third by way of concealment or destruction. Evidence of the crime were tampered with a witness, informant, document, or other source of information which might aid in the discovery or apprehension of defendant in the lodging of a charge against the defendant. Essentially, it's like lying, hiding something, hindering. Who knows what it could be? Sometimes they keep some of that information not accessible to the public. Sometimes they do till after the case has been completely finished, If I can get a little bit more information as far as what exactly caused the hindering charge to now be added to the as an additional charge to the already count 1, which was the child endangerment charge, I will break that news to you, absolutely. But that is the definition of hindering in reference to in the legal terms, okay, what it means in the court. Let me just see if I got a little bit more other information I can share with you. Might be something that we didn't talk about. Oh, yes, here's something else. So remember when I was saying in the plea deal, they were talking about, and I'll give you the exact terminology they used. My gosh, maybe not, because now we got papers everywhere. Hold on, here it is. I think. Nope, I think it's this other one here. Hold on. All right, this has to be it. Yep, here it is. All right, so they said, in addition to her having to plead guilty to the second-degree endangering of a child. Now, we're talking about the plea deal. Controlla also has, and there are also some other conditions as well, but the main ones that we're going to talk about is going to be the second thing, which is she also has to plead guilty to the motor vehicle summons charges. Now, remember I was saying, well, what were those charges? And I'm not guessing, but one of them I know was having to do with the use of a cell phone while operating a motor vehicle. Well, I went back and I do got to what the other charges are for in regards to what those summons are, okay? Excuse me. Let me get a drink of water really quick. I apologize. All right. Just go down here. Whoops. And I just missed a super sticker. So before I get into that, here we go. Gamble time. Choot, choot, choot. Brandy 78. Again. Well, not again. You gifted 5 memberships before. But now, Brandy 78 with the $20 super sticker. Let me jump on my chat, Brandy, and then we're going to get gamble time. Oh, I like that one. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat, Brandy 78. Thank you, Brandy 78. And the dono train keeps rolling, folks. No, like I said, in all seriousness, though, thank you guys so much for that support. Much appreciated. Thank you, guys. All right, so let me go back to my notes. We were going to talk. Oh, man, you guys got me all distracted. So we already did the definition of hindering. Oh, We're talking about what the other vehicle charges were, okay, that essentially she'd have to plead guilty to. Obviously, these are like traffic infractions, so they're not felony charges, not misdemeanor charges, but she does have to plead guilty to these. And these are going to come, obviously, what happens when you have, guilty to a traffic infraction might come with some other things, like a type of, go to like a traffic court, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the thing that gets everybody, especially because it, burns a hole in that back pocket, is fines. You got it, folks. So she's going to have to pay some fines for each single one of these traffic infractions, essentially. And let me go over that with you. Let me actually just get the chat up here on my laptop while I'm reading the notes here. That way I don't miss anything here. And again, I apologize if I missed some of those donations earlier, but I think we got everybody. All right. Here we go. So the 3 motor vehicle tickets are the following. Number one, unsafe lane change. Number 2, reckless driving. And number 3, use of a handheld device. So there you go. Again, those 3 motor vehicle tickets that she would have to plead guilty to as part of her plea deal would include, number 1, unsafe lane change. Number 2, reckless driving. And number 3, use of a handheld device. And I think I just heard the little Cash App ring. So let me just check here. It might have been an old ring. Let me just see. Whew. I have the 2 phones, so they're kind of catching up. Okay, I believe that was what it was. All right, cool. Just did not want to miss somebody if that was the case. All right, let me clear actually all these here. That way I don't get... All right, that'll make it easy now. I cleared all the previous Cash App notifications. All right, cool. All right, just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I said thank you to everybody. Cool. All right. So let's see here. So those are the 3 motor vehicle tickets that she would have to plead guilty to. Essentially she would be pleading guilty to if she took the plea deal. Excuse me. I know I'm going. I'm losing my voice here. Now, remember, and again, let me actually check on the clip, because before I get into this, I would rather you watch the clip first. Let me just check to see if it loaded. Nope, it didn't. All right, so we'll talk about it a bit. Now, again, if you want to get more information about this, you can Google search it. You can check out more crazy clips. But essentially, it tells you a little bit about what the PTI program is and what it consists of, okay? One thing I want to just reiterate on this program is it's essentially based or meant for, it's not based, excuse me, meant really for like first-time offenders, okay? For some of you that may be unaware, Controlla is not a first-time offender. As a matter of fact, I was made aware that she has possibly 2 felonies. I know for sure she has 1. As a matter of fact, I'm like 99.99999% sure she does have the 2nd felony. I just don't know what it's about. I haven't verified it. We're not going to get into that this evening. We might visit that now that does. Remember, I didn't want to get into some of these things if it didn't have to do with anything with the case, right? But now that these felonies might have to, will be or possibly affecting the outcome of this case, being that if she wants to apply for this program, and for example, one of the conditions of this program, and it says it, that's why, like I said, I wish we had the clip to play, but it says it, bold letters, okay? It reads that you really can't have any past criminal history. Depends also on the nature of the history, depends on the nature of the charges, all right? Like I said, these programs are usually for first-time offenders and generally not for people that, one, already have violent. I know for a fact one of those felonies is considered a violent felony, in my personal opinion. All right, it is a felony. Also, these other felonies she's facing now currently, they're pretty serious charges. They obviously, what we talked about before, they carry pretty decent jail's time. I mean, we're not looking at 15 years plus, but for somebody like Controlla, for somebody like me, I'm sure for anybody like you, 1 day in jail is terrifying. 3 years, forget about it, okay? And remember, that's if she was to take the plea deal. If she goes forth like she's, all the way through to the jury, which, like I said in the past, based on some previous live streams where she's discussed this a bit, she said that she is going to take this through the jury. She feels she's not guilty. Like I said, she does have every right. But like we said before, remember, right up to the jury trial, literally right up to the trial, as long as the prosecutor is still putting that plea deal on the table, she can accept it. So, and I hope her lawyer is pushing for her to do it. I mean, let's just put it this way. At this point, it doesn't matter what happens. If it was me personally, I would say it's not going to look good. Okay. Either way she decides to go, there's still going to be some type of let me just think this through now. So she pleads not guilty. I mean, obviously, if she goes through the jury hearing and she's found not guilty, she's free. She's clear. Okay. That would be ultimately the only option available to her if she wants to walk away from this hearing free and clear. She has to be found not guilty. All right. So let's go over the options. So that's if she's found not guilty, right? Free and clear. If she's found guilty, she's going to be sentenced or found guilty based on 2 charges now, remember. So if she's found guilty, she takes this to a jury trial. The jury comes out and says, we find the defendant guilty. She's going to be found guilty of the endangering of a child. And that's going to be remember, this is going to be in the 2nd degree. And unless something changes, they would sentence her according to the sentencing conditions for a 2nd degree child endangerment charge. And then in addition to that child endangerment charge, she would also be sentenced to the sentencing conditions that would be applied for the 2nd charge, which was the hindering charge. Okay. And I know for a fact, if the 3rd degree, now remember, we'll talk about the jail sentence here in a sec. So that's if she pleads, if she takes the plea, or that's if she essentially goes through the jury and they find her guilty. So they would sentence her on 2 counts, and 1 count would be sentenced on a 2nd degree child endangerment charge, and the other one would be sentenced on a 3rd degree hindering charge. Okay. Now, if she takes the plea deal, all right, she decides to take the plea deal based on what we heard from the prosecutor today. It appears that she would, 1, have to plead guilty to a 2nd degree. She would be pleading guilty to a 2nd degree endangerment of a child charge, but they would sentence her to a much lesser, a 3rd degree child endangerment charge. And that's where they said she would be facing a minimum of 3 years. Okay. Now, the 2nd charge was not included in the plea deal. So essentially, they would not be charging her for the 2nd charge. They would essentially just be charging her for 1 charge, which would be the child endangerment. And remember, she would be sentenced as a 3rd degree child endangerment charge, but she would have to plead guilty to a 2nd degree child endangerment charge. I hope that didn't confuse anybody. But long story short, that plea deal would include jail time. And amongst other things, probably because it is a child endangering charge, it's probably going to have some type of either during or obviously after she's released, some type of probationary period, through the Child Protective Services Department. Again, I'm not saying that's exactly what could happen. It's just a possibility based on these type of charges. Let's see here. And in regards to the felony, remember, if we're assuming 2, I was told both were out of New York. I know the one that I verified is out of New York. So remember, keep in mind, those are out of a different state. This hearing is being held in Millville, New Jersey, Millville's, I'm getting that confused with Skiwee. These charges are being brought at the Middlesex Superior Courthouse, okay, which is in New Jersey, the state of New Jersey. All right. So, although her felonies are from the state of New York, They still consider that. It's a criminal record, okay? It's just like, hey, if you had a, let's just say this, I'm not even talking about control at this point. This is just an anonymous little pretend individual. Say this anonymous individual had a murder charge in the state of Nebraska. They went to jail, did the sentence, they gave them 25 years. They got out a little early because they had some good time, whatever, okay? They go to California and they commit another murder. They're not just going to say, well, this is your first murder in California, so we won't consider the murder in Nebraska. Oh, absolutely not, okay? That's part of your fucking criminal record. So absolutely, they are going to consider those felony charges from New York, even though it's a different state. And there's a lot of other stipulations. That's just a few. Like I said, let me just check. I want to check chat for a little question if anybody has some questions, but pretty much I'm going to be wrapping up the live stream from tonight. I will check one more time to see if the clip loaded up, but if it didn't, I am going to suggest that all of you, before you check anything else out, that way it's all fresh in your mind, that you go immediately over to that link, and I'll put it up one more time before I end the stream. I'll actually pin it so that you can go over and check out that clip. I'm telling you, it's literally a clip of my live breaking news story this morning, but in addition, they've added some really cool pieces of information that explain a lot of what I'm talking about as I'm talking. So for me personally, because I like to read stuff, I learn a lot easier by watching and doing. I'm one of those type of people, a visual learner. There you go. So it does really help. So for some reason that clip's not up yet. I'll throw the link. I'll pin it up. After this, you guys head over there and check it out if you like, if you haven't seen it already. And like I said, worst case, if you forget the link, you just go over to my community post on my main channel, and I've got it linked through there. I shared the video. So let's check one more time here. No, it didn't look like it loaded. I'm sure it'll be ready tomorrow, but no worries. Like I said, let's go check it out over on, let's give the views over. Rightfully, they're the ones that made the clip. So when we're done with this live stream, I would invite all of you to go check out that clip. As a matter of fact, let me get the link up for that right now. I think I can actually just get the direct link for you, so it'll go right to the clip. So give me 1 second, and I'll get that for you. We'll just go here. All right, here we go. Let me post this and then I'll pin it here. So this is the link to that clip from More Crazy Clips channel. And let me just pin it here. There you go. So if you like to check out that clip after we're done with the live stream, by all means, I've got that pinned up. And like I said, you can check that out at the community I shared it also through my community tab. Through my community, on my community tab or my community page. It's probably the best way to say it. So let me just jump on chat really quick. Thanks, Super Roofer. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, it looks like we got a little argument going on, chat. Remember, I know I forgot to kind of mention it at the beginning because I just kind of jumped with the live stream right away, but let's respect each other just a bit. It makes the chat a little bit more, fun. But I want to say thank you guys. You guys are awesome in chat. I enjoy chat. I've always said this before. I learn a lot from you guys. I like to ask questions, and a lot of you guys got the answers. So I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody that reaches out to me on Instagram, through the email, and it helps me out with a lot of these coverages, gives me some, more information if I miss something, corrects me if I was wrong about something. So I appreciate everybody's support on this channel very much. Let's see here. Oh yeah, if you haven't had a chance, I didn't want to get into it too much tonight, but check out my other clip. We did a live premiere this morning. It was early, so if you missed it, don't worry. I didn't have a lot of time to, put it on because I had an appointment. As a matter of fact, it was funny because one, I wasn't expecting to do the live breaking news this morning, but I did. I was going to wait till possibly tomorrow or this evening, but I said, nah, I already have it. Let's do it. So broke that news, but I had to get to an appointment and where I've just been running around all day long. That's why I said I'm tired. But either way, early this morning, our little buddy Ski Mask came on, and man, I'll tell you what, that guy's been scamming all week, and we talked about this. Stick, shout out to Stick. You called it, my friend, when we were having the discussion the other night in the panel about that pattern you were talking about, Ski Mask, you know, kind of the low to the high to the low. You're witnessing it right now as we speak, all right? And I'm going to have to say, my personal opinion, that's being fueled a lot by something else, if you know what I mean, especially that type of, you know, behavior. It's very the behavior of you know what. So, yeah, he came up with this fucking elaborate scam this morning. It's nuts. I mean, I don't even want to talk about it because I'm tired. Watch the clip if you haven't seen it. It's on the main channel page, but and he's been talking about it all day. As a matter of fact, if you had a chance to listen to him all day, if you watched the clip or had a chance to, you can tell he was full of shit because this guy pretty much can't remember. He's so delusional and he lies so much. He can't remember one lie after another. I mean, he could say a lie like 10 minutes before and forget what he said 10 minutes later. And he says something that pretty much contradicts it. And unless you're not a ski angel who they know, they see it, they know he's lying, they just play stupid. Everybody else catches it. They're like, what? You just said earlier, you what? So that was kind of one of these what moments this morning. So without jumping into all of it, please check out the clip if you haven't seen it, like a little entertainment on your Tuesday evening. But yeah, I will tell you this. We had a little poll. That's pretty cool. Shout out to YouTube. I guess YouTube now, I didn't realize this, while you have your chats, and this you have to do it through the YouTube chat, you can actually now put polls up and ask like trivia questions. So that's pretty cool. It helps engage a lot more with the chat. And that's what I really like. So we actually put out a poll during that live premiere, and I'll share that with you. I didn't have a chance to actually share that this morning. But as a matter of fact, the poll read pretty much simple question. Do you think Ski Mask Andy, and I won't ruin the clip for you if you haven't seen it, but did you think Ski Mask Andy got scammed? Yes, no. And then we had a third option, which is he just scamming? And the majority, it was pretty much like, there was like 10, 11, or 12% was like, no. I think it was even less than that. About 47 to 50, let's just call it 50% said yes. So that was the majority. So everybody said, yes, he is lying. And then surprisingly, 50% also said that he is scamming. So I would say, based on what I read from that poll, the census from everybody was that, yes, he was scamming. That was probably no surprise to most people. So, yeah, and if you watched him all day today, all afternoon, he was just complaining and ranting and blah, blah, blah. I mean, you couldn't even hear him. I thought it was my bad hearing, but boy, man, I don't know why his audio got so bad towards the afternoon. I don't know if he's on some type of different phone now or not, but what I did catch, and I do believe a bit of this story, just knowing Ski Mask and the way he was saying, the way he was telling it. But apparently it looks like, you know, I won't ruin the clip, but let's just put it this way. Based on what he said this morning, there's no way he could have been able to use his Uber again. All right. So that just pretty much explains it. All right. But essentially, Skiwi took an Uber ride. The Uber driver took him to the wrong place because Skiwi was just taking a nap in the back seat. Yeah, right. You know, that guy's like this, right? And when he woke up from his little nap or spacing out, he realized the driver brought him to the wrong location. And I guess he got a little upset about it. And supposedly he had some bullshit title stating that, almost got arrested, almost got, you know, he uses this word now that stands for KILL. What is the word? Super Roofer, you're always good at helping me. I forgot what it is, but he's pretty much trying to claim like he almost got pretty much KIA'd by the police, and he had to walk 2 miles in the hot Oklahoma heat. You know where he's going with that. Just another pity scam. But yeah, we'll have an update for you. Like I said, I'll definitely be doing. I think what I'm going to plan on doing, I said, I did say earlier today that most likely the next time you'll see me is on the road. That probably is most likely what's going to happen unless some other news breaks, which it can happen. So I always say, keep those notifications on. It's worth it. But I'm thinking I might actually do the night before I leave, which is coming up tomorrow or the day after. It's very soon. Got to check my itinerary. I'm going to probably do a live court coverage. That's going to be kind of pretty much a start to finish of the Ski Mask Andy court hearing. Okay. Essentially, if you've never even heard or know about who Ski Mask was or the court coverage, this would be something you could watch, because we'll start from, I'll pretty much, just like I was talking about Controlla, I'll play pretty much every court coverage clip I have of Ski Mask, and we'll just pretty much do an in-depth, look at everything. That way it's fresh in our heads as we go into the weekend and then going into the June 20th court hearing. Okay. So, I'm planning on maybe it's a 50-50. It just depends, because it's already started. Okay. My schedule is just getting ready for everything here. So, if I can fit that in, I definitely want to do that before I leave. If I don't, hey, I'll have plenty of opportunities to still provide that coverage while I'm out on the road or at the hotel, wherever we're at. So we'll see how it works. But I would rather do it prior to I leave. That way, going forth, it's just going to be pretty much fun IRL stuff. Okay. No more court coverage until June 20th, obviously. But so we'll see. So keep an eye out for that notification. There may be a Ski Mask Andy in-depth court coverage happening before I leave on the road trip to meet up with my buddy Stick. And I'm sorry I goofed up your handle there earlier, Stick. I apologize. But so otherwise, if you don't see that, if I don't get the chance or time to get that over with, I will definitely do a one on the road. Or like I said, we can do one the night before I leave. We'll see. So without further ado, I want to first off say thank you so much for everybody that joined me this evening. I will check, though. Remind me. I will check to see if that clip made it before I leave. Hold on. Let's do that really quick now. That usually is what happens. I end the stream and then the clip's there. So let's check. Google Photos, go to Google. And let's see here. Sharing. I don't think it came in. Nope, it did not. It did not. No, we tried. We looked. So please hit that link. Check out more crazy clips video. And so like I said, I want to thank everybody that made it out this evening. Thank you for spending your time with the NJCourts TV channel. Thank you for joining me on this live breaking news update. Thanks for kind of the understanding of the little clerical error we made earlier. And it wasn't, like I said, really an error, just a little bit of misinformation on what this next hearing was going to be. So instead of it being supposedly, what we had thought was going to be the, got pushed over was going to be the post indictment conference that happened yesterday. Controlla pled not guilty. So now we go into the next part, which is going to be, I just like to get it the right term. I hate guessing. That's going to be the initial disposition conference, which, remember, we said it's just pretty much another opportunity for her to take the plea deal. That's if it's still on the table. Now, also remember what we heard is, in the meantime, her public defender is going to go for that Hail Mary and see if she might be able to get accepted into that program. But like I said, I think once you see that clip, you're going to really see that. Me personally, I don't think it's going to work, but who knows? Again, I don't speak for that program. I don't speak for the courts. So thank you, everybody that joined the chat today, or not chat, but the live stream. And thank you, everybody that's participating in the chat. I want to say thank you so much to all my mods. I appreciate you out. Shout out to all you. I appreciate all your hard work. I want to say thank you so much to all the members of the jury out there. Welcome to all the new members of the jury. I saw a lot of previous members that have signed up for a second, third month. I appreciate you guys, resubscribing every month. Much appreciated. That monthly, subscription is a major support for this channel. So thank you guys so much for that. And most importantly, thank you so much for all the donators tonight. You guys rock. Big shout out. I mean, honestly, I'm out of breath and energy. Otherwise, I'd probably attempt a backflip off this couch right now for you guys. So, you know what? Let's not scare the animals, because I know a lot of you guys have your dogs watching one on the TVs and cats, and I don't want to get them all crazy. It's late, so we'll do a quiet, nice, let's settle into the evening type of ending here. All right, let's do that. Before I do that, let me just make sure I didn't miss. I'm hearing my messages come through, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Whoa! I just got some news. Hold on here. Give me a second. This is definitely newsworthy. Give me 1 second, folks. Hold on. Let's just jump back onto Instagram. And like I've said before, if you want to reach out to me, best ways through my IG, my Instagram. I have that link up on my main channel, top right-hand corner. Thank you. This person said, you deserve the dono train. And then right underneath, they posted 3.5K subs. Did this channel just hit 3.5K tonight? I didn't even notice. Let me jump over to my sub count. Thank you, guys. Holy moly. Well, here we go. I want to thank all the new subscribers tonight. I almost forgot to shout you guys out. I didn't realize that, but thank you so much, everybody, because this channel just hit over 3,500 subscribers as of tonight. Tonight. I was going to say today, tonight. Tonight. There you go. Thank you, guys. I'll do one slam. That's it. It was much deserving. Is this calling for a 3.5K road trip? Congratulations party? Sounds kind of cocky. Congratulations to yourself. But maybe. We'll see. Nah, I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much for your support. Man, what a night. I thank you guys. I'll tell you what. I'm tired tonight, but I'm inside mentally. I am pumped for this road trip. You guys just double pumped me even more tonight, okay? I know that sounds kind of weird, but that didn't sound right. You guys got me fucking hyped, effing hyped. Oh, wait, I said I wasn't going to yell. Sorry if I scared your dogs and cats. But see, that was prior to me finding out that the channel hit 3.5K. All right, so you got to take that consideration. All right, y'all. I think we had enough seriousness. I hope you guys learned a lot tonight. Again, I thank you so much for joining me on this live breaking news update. Keep those notifications on. And have a great Tuesday evening. Have a great rest of your week. And we'll either see you on one last court coverage live stream before I head out on the road. Otherwise, I will see you all on the road. That being said, we got to do this the right way. Hold on. I almost forgot. I'd like to end tonight's court. All rise. Court is now adjourned. Y'all have a nice evening. NJCourts. Oh, love you guys. Take care. We'll see you all soon.